Hey guys, what is up? It's me, CroffStudios, and I'm here with definitely the biggest LEGO Assassinators custom set that I have made. It is the Mega-Copter. You can see right here it is a gigantic helicopter with missiles that carries crates for the thugs. If you don't know the story so far, there's these guys, which are the thugs, and they're basically trying to steal everything from people in this post-apocalyptic world. They basically go around and rob everybody, and then there's these group of assassins that go and try to take them out. So, one of the assassins are obviously the good guys trying to take out the bad guys from taking everybody's supplies and stuff. And the thugs own this, the Mega-Copter, one of the deadliest vehicles out of their entire thug type of fleet thing. So they do have this giant helicopter in their base, and it's a pretty deadly weapon. I'll show you everything on it. So, let's take a look at the small vehicle first, and then we'll move on to the big helicopter. Alright guys, so here's the little vehicle, and I do have to admit this sucks really badly, but I couldn't really think of anything to put as a little vehicle. I can't really think of anything apocalyptic that could like fly, and this just turned out to be kind of crappy. It's not very good. Really the focus of it was to basically like drop this hook into the blade to try to like take out the helicopter. That's what the whole thing was supposed to be. Like, the wings do move to make it look in some cool positions, and it doesn't really have any features besides that, though, so it kind of turned out to be crap. It's not really very good. Then you do get one of these guys, basically one of the heroes that's in it. You can see him. Has a lot of, like, cool gadgets on him and stuff. You can see his face. It's from Pirates of the Caribbean, and then his double-sided head and his back printing. So let's go on to the Mega-Copter. So here is the Mega-Copter, as you can see. I'm going to have to actually pick up the tripod to show this. But you can see right here, we're going to take a quick look at this. You can see the overview of all the blades. I know it's going to be very dusty during this review because I've had this done for a while, and I haven't filmed it, and it's just kind of been sitting on my shelf. So it's going to be very dusty, which really sucks for the review, unfortunately. But it's still a giant helicopter, as you can see. This took me about 3 or 4 hours to build, not counting like all the touches and stuff like that I spent hours on, like redoing a lot of spots and stuff like that. You could see some of the minifigs on there. So we're going to start off with the front where the captain is right away. So let's get straight on to that. So here's the front of the helicopter, as you can see, and starting off at the front you got some of these curved pieces right here, a lot of slopes, and I put some red pieces here and there, and I used these Ninjago sticker pieces right here that came in the Cole's driller, and there's a couple other sticker pieces from like other sets, like right here and then right there. So there's a lot of nice little details on the outside of this. Then you do have flick missiles, which are just like two of the weapon systems that are on here. This isn't really like a death helicopter, it's more like a supplies helicopter which carries like crates of goods and stuff around, and it's the quickest way to transport all these goods. So basically the feature up here is that basically this opens up. See how that works? Very easy to do. It's hooked in by these pegs up here, and there's going to be a lot of dust on here, sorry about that. But when you move this, it just opens up, and on the inside you can see I put the captain. He's kind of just in like an outfit right here. You can see has the X outfit from some of the older themes. You can see his face right there. It's a Luke Skywalker face, but I put it like serious type of thing. Then he does have back printing. And then on the inside there is a little weapons rack. I didn't really put any weapons. If you want to take a look at the computer screens, there's one of them. Then here is the other one. So that's really it for the front. Moving over to the sides right here, you can see some of the big engine pieces that just help support moving this whole helicopter. Sorry about that. And moving it back around here, same thing, except you can see this right here, which I'll show you in a moment. Then on the top, you can see some of the more details. I just want to show you this whole sticker detail really quick. Just a little add-on. But other than that, the front is very complex. I use stair pieces to make the concrete middle part right here. You can see right here some of the stair pieces that were used. I used one for each side so that just stairs went up, and then I made that as the frame. So that was I thought that was a pretty good design. So let's move on to the middle. So here is the middle of the helicopter, you can see right here. Then there are some controls inside this area right here, which I showed you a second ago. I showed you like the top sticker right here. So there are some stickers inside of there. and you can see the big engine pieces, which I showed you a second ago as well. Then right here is just a rotating minigun type of thing. You can see how it's controlled right there, and you can spin it. So we're going to take one of our bounty hunter guys right here. You can see how I kind of designed him. He has one gold arm where he carries his like awesome gun, and he has his other arm with the cape, shoulder cape. Then you can put the minifig on there, obviously, and he can fire away at whatever's flying at him. So the minigun is only on one side, it's not on the other. And then you're probably wondering who this big guy is. You can see he's just kind of a guy who carries around crates and stuff. He's a really big guy. I used the old Hagrid torso on him. I like the old one a lot better because the new ones have those really dumb tan hands that like spin around all the time. You can see I used that really cool face on there. And then he does have one of these clubs that comes with a lot of minifigs. So he's a very cool figure. And then moving on to more of the middle, I did take off the propeller so there wasn't any casting shadows. And then each of these crates can be removed. Right here, they're just kind of hooked on by two studs. And each of them does have accessories inside of them, including like jewels, binoculars, anything with that sort. And also over here, moving, you can see there's this crate type of thing, or big barrel, and this little gear. I'll show you that in a second. So we're going to go right here. Basically, when you lift this off, these are like the landing propellers. Basically, you can just move these back, and they both move up for when it is in flight mode, and then when it wants to land, you can just kind of move them down. So I thought it was a pretty cool little feature that I added. Works very nicely. It doesn't like break on you when you're trying to do it. So it's very nicely designed right there. So we're going to take a look at the little feature with the barrel. So here's the feature right here with the barrel. Basically, you just spin this, and you can lower the crate through this giant hole that's at the bottom right here, and it comes out pretty easily, as you can see. Just lowers down. And I thought it was a pretty cool design on there, since it is like a supply type of helicopter. It can carry up crates if it wants to, if it's in the air. And there are some more controls down here, just some more details. And the part that I'm probably going to work on more is this part right here, which is really weak. I'm going to make it more like big, so it doesn't look as weak, because a helicopter would never be able to support on this type of little design right here, because that would never happen in real life. And then taking the propellers, I'm still working on those as well. You can see how small they are. Definitely needs working on. I don't really know what to use to make the propellers bigger. I was going to use train tracks, but I did not have enough of them to do that, so that's why I did not use those. So let's go on to the back of the helicopter. The back part isn't really as detailed as most of the other parts of it, except it does have some nice sticker details which I added onto it. Basically, there's these little lightsaber hilts. They basically just drop off and they're like bombs. There is one on the other side too, so I thought that was a kind of a cool little add-on that I added. And then there is these this propeller right here. Then there is another fin back here, which does have a printed piece, that same logo that's on the commander's shirt. Then you can see this big long sticker right here. I just thought it would add some more detail. And then there's another little like control type of thing here. And then yeah, that's really it. The back doesn't really have much to it. It's just kind of a base type of thing. I might move back this propeller to around right here so it's more realistic. And I'm going to try to get a propeller that's like a bit bigger, maybe like this big. I just got to make sure it doesn't hit the ground when it spins. That's probably the only problem. But other than that, it won't be too hard to design. So that is basically it. We're going to take a quick overview really quick, and then we're going to go on to the ending of the video. So a couple little minor details on here which I forgot to show is like this little printed piece up here. You can see that right there. It's just a little detailed piece. Some more pieces up here. I didn't really get to show the top very well. And then moving over here, you can see there's some more like random panels and stuff like that. So the vehicle does have a lot of nice playability features and a lot of very nice details added onto it. And it actually didn't take me as long as I thought it would to make this thing, but it did come out very well, and I'm very happy about it. I'm also going to try and cover up a lot of these holes, but I'm not really sure how that's going to work. So I'll probably just leave those if I can't figure out a way. So that is basically it for the helicopter. So let's go on to the ending of this video. Alright guys, so this is definitely the biggest LEGO Assassinator set so far, and it does still have some tweaking to do. I do have to work on a bunch of things on this, but overall I think I did a very nice job making this helicopter. It's just basically a big helicopter that transports supplies around it. That's really all it's meant for. It's not really meant to like go into war with, but it's really cool. I really like all the like playability features I added onto it, like the moving landing things right here. You can see how these moved up and down, and the propellers I'm still working on. And one of my favorite features is the moving front glass, so he can open it up and get out if he wants to. And it's very secluded on the inside, so he has a little weapons rack and stuff. So I thought I did a very good job on this. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Tell me what you guys think about this custom giant LEGO Assassinator set. So that is basically it. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you've enjoyed.